Along. This government is obsessed with net zero. Your bills are going up again. So, according to the Climate Change Commission, the independent advisors to the government on how it might meet its net zero target by 2050, here's all the mental things you'll have to do. Spoiler alert, it might still not be enough. Spend £15,000 installing a heat pump. Half of homes will need one by 2040, and taxpayers will pay £7,500 for every single one that's installed. Cows must be stopped from farting. They'll either be fed stuff that stops them tooting, genetically engineered not to trump, or farmers will have to pay a fart tax on their livestock like they already do in Denmark. Don't go abroad. No foreign holidays. The government needs 17% fewer flights than in 2023. So what does that mean? Tax to put you off going to Marbella and keep you in Morecambe. You're going to be taxed to oblivion, which is why Ryanair boss Michael O'Leary says stuff like this.
I get a letter back this week from some dopey junior minister, James Murray, who's the Exchequer Secretary to the Treasury. Probably shows you just how out of touch Her Majesty's Treasury are with reality. If Rachel Rubbish is serious about delivering growth, abolish aviation tax.
Yeah. Don't eat meat. Obviously, the climate loons want us all to go vegan and live off a diet of tofu, soybeans, avocado paste and misery. But for now, they're happy for you to cut back on 2 doner kebabs a week. The only time anyone ever orders a doner kebab is when they're drunk. All right? The day I walk into a kebab shop at 3 a.m. and see a bloke from Burnley, 9 pints deep, built like Andy Fordham, saying, just the usual, please, a salad, pita bread. I mean, it's the day that I pack my things up and go on a one-way trip to Mars. Stop driving. We should all be getting electric cars, even though the minerals for their batteries have to be mined out of the ground by a one-armed Congolese child who's being whipped by tribal warlords for not working fast enough. Don't drive, ride a bike instead, so you can look like this guy. Oh, yeah, great stuff. I can't wait until we're a nation of Jeremy Vines. We must have electric ambulances. Fantastic. You can wait 14 hours for one at the best of times, but this way you can be having a heart attack and die the kind of death that we all long for. Slumped on the curb at Watford Gap service station, staring longingly at the electric charging points while a paramedic says, if you can just cling on for another 4 hours, there's a good chance you'll pull through. Put your rubbish in about 7 different bins. Plastic in one, food in another. Is that cotton? You can't put cotton in that bin, you moron. It goes over there, next to the tin bin. But watch out, you don't confuse it for the glass bin or the one we put cardboard in. At least, if you get it wrong, you'll have weeks to sort it out because bin collectors are either on strike or they only come round every few weeks anyway. Do you like the view outside your window? Well, screw you, it's a wind farm now. Have that, countryside. They're going to stack it full of big giant bird killers. And if you don't like them, they'll do you a deal. Wallop, have a solar farm instead. Any idea how much this will cost, by the way? All of this, what's the cost? Well, for the period between 2025 and 2040, the Climate Change Committee reckon it might set you back £320 billion. But wait. There's more. You need to pay for your climate reparations. One study wants rich countries to pay $170 trillion to poorer nations by 2050. The only consolation, of course, is that by 2050, every single person in the Middle East or Africa will have probably entered Europe illegally, so there'll be nobody left there to compensate. Take a look at this guy, all right? Take a look at him, all right? Yeah, there he is. If the government accepts the advice, just remember, you're doing it all for him. When you have to give up your car, your dinner, your late-night kebabs, your garden, the view outside your window, your means of transport to hospital, all the money in your wallet and everything you had in savings for your grandkids, and your entire kitchen is made up of different coloured bins, and you're taking it in turns to stand naked underneath a freezing cold shower before desperately trying to warm yourself up with a hemp blanket. You are doing it for the man who mangled a bacon sandwich and created an headstone that became a political gravestone. Is it all worth it? Really? Do you really care that much about net zero? I don't.